All right, we're going to get started. We're going to be on 12.7, page 378, payroll records. Okay, payroll records. When you have a business and you hire employees to work in your business, you must comply with federal tax laws, which require you to withhold federal income tax, Social Security tax, and state and local taxes from the employee's wages. As an employer, you must also pay your share of Social Security tax. You must pay state and local unemployment taxes. You may be required to provide your employees with workers' compensation and disability insurance. Okay? So basically, workers' compensation is if you get hurt when you're at work, the company is required to help pay for those medical bills because it happened at work as part of your job. Okay, for instance, several years ago, I worked down here at Green Thumb Produce, which is just down the street over here, and one of the guys got his foot ran over by a forklift. Okay? The company was required to pay for all of his medical bills because it happened at work as an accident at work. That's required through workers' compensation. When I was a CNA and I worked in Michigan, I worked at a nursing home, and one of the working midnights, and there's water all over one of the residents' floors, the sink or one of the drains backed up, and I couldn't see it because in the dark. I slipped and I sprained my knee. They were required, because of workers' compensation, to pay for my doctor's bills, pay for my physical therapy, and all that other stuff. Okay, so that's workers' compensation. Disability insurance. If your injury is so bad that you are not able to go back to that job, you are considered to be disabled. And disability insurance pays you every month for not being able to work because you got injured in that job. As soon as you're hired as an employee, you have them complete a W-4 form, which is necessary for the employer to accurately compute the employee's taxes. Okay, the W-4 form, if you guys have a job or if you guys are going to go get a job this summer, just has basic information on it: your name, your address, your Social Security number, how many deductions you want to take, how many deductions you want to claim. Okay? You can claim as many as you want, or you can claim as low as 0. Okay? Just remember, the amount of deductions you claim determines how much money is taken out of your paycheck. If you claim too many and they don't take enough out, when it comes tax time at the end of the year, you might have to pay in. Okay? A payroll record should keep listings of all employees, the hours worked, gross pay, deductions, and net pay. Accurate and organized records should be kept so at any time the total earnings and deductions can be found for an employee. A simple page from a payroll record is given. Okay. This right here, keeping payroll records, is a lot simpler nowadays than what they have here. Okay? You have programs like QuickBooks that will basically do all the work for you. All you got to do is type in a few numbers and it will spit this information out for you. Okay? So, there are ways you can get around spending too much time doing all of this bookkeeping and record keeping. You just have to learn them and implement them. Each time the payroll is made, an employer must total the amount withheld from all employees for federal income tax and Social Security tax. The employer must send this amount plus employer's share of Social Security to the Internal Revenue Service. Generally, within 1 month after the end of each quarter, the employer is required to file employee's quarterly federal tax return. Okay? So again, this is basic information that you guys are going to need to know if you are going to start a business or run a business, or if you want to be a bookkeeper or work in the office of a business. Okay, this is some of the stuff you might be doing. So let's go through this. Model problem number 1. Olstein Health and Fitness Club has 1 full-time employee and 2 part-time employees. Last pay period, the full-time employee had gross pay of $580, federal withholding of $93, and 7.65% Social Security tax of the gross pay. Each part-time employee had gross pay of $225, federal withholding of $32, and 7.65% Social Security tax of the gross pay. How much tax money did the employer have to send to the Internal Revenue Service? Okay, so we're going to find the gross, take the gross pay for the full-time employee, find the Social Security tax rate, which is $44.37. Gross pay for the 2 employees is 17. The tax, Social Security taxes is 1721 times 2 is 3442. Add those 2 numbers up, 4437 and 3442, and you're going to get 7869, or sorry, 7879. And then the thing that people often overlook is the employer's share of Social Security tax. The employer's share is the full 16%, okay? Or 15%. Okay? So the employer has to pay his own Social Security tax. So they pay a total of $157.55. Add it all up, and there's total taxes of $314.58 sent in. Okay? So they have you doing a payroll record on page 379. Go ahead and look at that. Okay. Don't forget, your final exam, your final test for this class is going to be on Wednesday next week. Wednesday. Okay. So, final test is over everything in chapters 1 through 12. There are a few true and false questions. I will get you guys a list of those, okay, a worksheet on those. But the rest of it is just math, so you're going to need to know how to do all the math. All right, so start reviewing now. You guys got a full week to review this. Okay, so make sure you know how to do the math from this class. All right, and then there's like 72 questions on it, so if you guys need to take more than one day, that's fine. All right, but like I said, it is chapters 1 through 12, so make sure you guys are studying for that and you know how to do all the math. All right.